Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing. I don't care if I want to sing. Going to the La La Land. Oh, okay. We gotta stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay. Well, just a moment. Let me just make adjustments on my audio capturing and monitoring, which I usually do through my headphones. I have to do that so that way I can hear everything, every sound, every nook and cranny in my streaming software. That way I can make sure the sound check is good, make sure every sound is pulled through throughout the stream. This is what I do. Anyway, how's everything? How's everyone going? Who's here? Let's see Jose in the chat. What's up? What's up, Jose? What's up? What's up? How's it going? Okay. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing, testing. Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. So I can tell by your yellow means you could definitely hear me, which is great. That's absolutely great. Just looking at something. Okay. Oh, thank you for telling me that. Just a sec.
Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know that, Haseo. That's why I have to check everything, make sure everything is working properly. So I appreciate that. Did I just disappear? Okay, there we go. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for checking that, for catching that. I was looking at the audio channel on my software for a second. I looked at it, I was like delayed. I'm like, what's going on? I hope it doesn't just automatically put that robot voice on. It better not. I have to check the settings to make sure it doesn't do that. Because if it does that again, something's wrong. Yeah, I think maybe the settings might be making that accidental. Should be in my nice manly voice right here, not the robot voice. That's the voice for Boris. That's Boris's voice. So yeah, so and I'm not Boris, so so you heard that was an accidental chopping. That was an accidental choppy, weird, robotic, deep blue voice. That was Boris. That wasn't me. Ooh, my neck. Felt like a little crook in my neck for, a little bit. I'm letting my PlayStation cool down for a bit, so I'm going to chillax and just chat for a moment. And then I'll do a BRB and set everything up because my PlayStation was on for a little while and I wanted to give it some air. So I just want to hang out and chat for a little bit because this is the Just Chatting segment anyway, so that's what we're here for. But first, I want to give a little monologue. There's a little something. So it goes like this. All right, detectives, welcome for the case of the day. As we will be moving forward, this is what's at stake right now is we have a certain incident that I like to call the Moonbound incident. For those who have played Genshin Impact and have definitely played through 6.2. Because remember, I'm playing 6.3 starting today. So I don't know all that's happening in 6.3. I only know everything up to 6.2. The ending of 6.2 update. That's all I know for now. But I'm about to learn today. I'm going to learn today. It's like Kevin Hart said, they're going to learn today. I'm going to learn today. And everything. Is everything okay out there? Yeah, I was hearing some sounds out there. I might have to go take a look in a moment. Yeah, so yeah, call it the Moonbound incident. That's the name I gave it. I could have called the Moon Interruption case, considering because it was duly disrupted, but it's Moonbound because of what Columbina was going to do. And then we already saw what Dottore had done. And now she's lost to that portal thing or whatnot. Kind of the same similar kind of portal thing that or veil. I specialize in veils because there's a lot to my lore about veils and travel that I'll be getting to later on. Eventually I will make like a little short little lore thing of myself. But she tore through a veil and she jumped in just to prevent him from getting the rest of the lunar moon powers. He's got the two, but he was gonna possibly get through hers or something. I just remember. Try to remember just like recap. And he jumped her. So yeah, there is that case we're dealing with right now. So there are plenty of questions that are already boggling on my mind. Possible theories that could drum up. You know, what Dottore is doing. Obviously, he wants to get those powers. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a matter of just him ascending to be like godlike with those lunar powers. So we are going to separate those facts from the theories. Look into Dottore and the rest of the story. I'm going to be checking the status as I move through this case. And because, hey, in KVOT, the truth is never given freely. It's uncovered. And that's what we're doing. We're uncovering it. Let me move my blindfold. What did you say playing Persona 5X at the moment myself? So here's what's going to happen during the stream. I mean, no matter whatever you're doing, I mean, I know there's people that will do different things while they're streaming, while someone is streaming. I'm going to do something very unique throughout this case. And that is, number one, I'm going to be raising a series of questions along the way. Now, these questions, they are not, and I'm assuring anybody here, I'm just making assurance here, they are not spoiler-driven questions. These questions are more focused on things, whether it be up to 6.2 itself, and other kinds of questions about the game in general, in certain areas. Or it's about character, It's about the environment of Nod-Krai. Because Nod-Krai, the concept in itself, is very interesting compared to the other nations. Also, comparisons of characters, all that sort of thing. And it's not like it's going to be like 20 questions. It's just going to be like maybe like just a few questions I might ask. Just to kind of engage the chat a little more. So just listen out for those questions. It's not going to be like 20 questions or 15 or anything like that. It might be even just 2 questions. It might even be 3. Most likely it could be like 5 or less along the way. It all depends on like, okay, where am I at in the game? And is there a question I want to raise? The question is not for me to just answer and be like, oh yeah, no. It's just an engagement question. So just listen out for that. You may not, even if you don't have an answer right away, don't worry about it. It could be a food for thought question too. But engagement with the question is very, very helpful, because it also kind of gets into like a nice, fun way of just kind of exploring the gameplay and the game itself. It's been a while since I played Genshin Impact, actually. I think it's actually been more than a year since I even streamed Genshin Impact. I haven't streamed Genshin Impact in like, what? 1 to 2 years? I don't even think I streamed it last year. I don't even think I streamed the year before. Maybe I might only like streamed it like once in 2024. But I don't think I ever streamed it at all in 2025. Maybe I have one time, but I don't think so. Not in 2025. Probably in 2024 one time. But mostly, I think I probably stopped after sometime, maybe in 2023, maybe. There were a lot of things going through my mind about a lot of things I've been hearing that's been happening from like the Genshin Impact community stuff and everything. And it's not that, I would not want to stream Genshin Impact again. So that's why you see me streaming right now. So yeah, this is just me just giving out the info, let y'all know that during this stream case, I'm probably going to maybe bring out maybe 1 or 2 questions. Maybe even 3. Just an engagement question. That's really what it is. So it's not anything that's pertaining to spoilers if anybody's concerned. Are these questions going to be? No, don't worry. They're not questions for spoilers. No. These are questions that are more pertaining to more of just my style of my own, from my lore to myself as a detective, and also to kind of adding a little more depth to the gameplay and the lore. I want to kind of do something. I want to do something a little different. So that's just me. In the meantime, there's another thing I'm also doing. Let me see. What name did I give it? I call it the Irminsul Case Archive. Now, this is me being a bit more detective right here. Me being funny detective over here. Oh boy, I'm being a funny detective. Yeah, because I understand the. Whoa, my bad. Headphones hit the mic. Oh, you're making a knockout over here. I just because I understand the carefulness of spoiling. So I took time to kind of think of what questions would be more appropriate to ensure that it doesn't invite or doesn't accidentally point to spoiling. And I came up with actually got some really nice questions that were more general based and not like focused on like heavy on like the story currently, in the sense that it wants to focus on what's ahead. So it's basically been simplified. It's been like sort of streamlined to, or thinned down to make more sense to someone who may not have gotten through 6.3 but still can answer it, versus someone who may have gotten through 6.3 but because it's not focusing on what's ahead, they can still answer it too. So I had to take on this a fair approach. So they're actually really good questions. Da, 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 da. But as always, one of the things I also want to try to get people to do for this is, don't give me, this is not with the questions, it's just like during my gameplay, just don't give me don't give me hints at all in the story. Like, oh, like this will, like, say anything like, oh, hold on to this will matter later. That you're kind of pointing at something for me, but I think for this one I kind of want to figure it out. So so yeah. I'll definitely figure this out. Now, do I want hints? I mean, just ask me. If you, it's always good to, you know, like I always say, every time I share, I'll be like, hey, if you really want to share hints, just ask me, and I'll let you know, and then I'll give you the go ahead. Yeah. If I don't give you the go ahead and I say no, thank you, then you just drop it. Don't do it. Guess what? You got a character from P5X you mentioned in this server. I'm trying to remember their name. It's been a while, and now I'm trying to remember their name. It's like you know, it's like is it in P5X or is it another game, or is it that one that you showed that I saw with that girl with the blonde and hair and the golden armor or something? Okay, cool. So you got a character? But I don't. But don't worry. I'm trying to remember the. I don't remember. Montfrost. Oh, is it the one with the Montfrost scale Katone mine in one pool? That's the one. You got them? Yeah, I just saw the message up above. Is that the one you just got? Awesome, bro. Awesome. Me joking around. Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Literally. But I know you were responding because I think I threw like 2 questions at you. All right. Now that's what we talking about. That's some victory right there. Where's my come on, man. Where is it? My best audio. Where did you go? A little bit loud. Let me turn that down. There we go. It was mostly loud in my ears. That's why I turned it down. I was like, my ears, man, my ears. Now you got a builder. Yep, that's where it's at. So the Irminsul case archive. Kinda, it's just a little humble beginnings Let me see, where is it? Also, I know that theories can be just theories. I mean, if anyone got theories that maybe you suspect might spoil, it's best not to share it. In other words, I think there's a good way to state it, because I've been in that type of thought, like, oh, what if I say something like, you know what I mean? I think it's like, oh no, actually, here's the best way to say it. If something feels borderline, like borderline, like it could, it could split, like borderline, you just err on silence and you just let the discovery happen live. It just depends on what it is. But I think I've had no issues. So I don't think that's a problem. But, as some people, it can be like, just being aware of things. But one thing that did come to my mind is where, like, because I think about theories, because I was like, oh no, do I want to be like a theory channel? There are channels that have theories. They focus on theories a lot. But there's a difference between like a theory that's versus like an outcome. Like, oh, here's the outcome. Like this, because a theory is just a theory. It's not like, oh, this is what actually happened. But it could lead to what actually happened if it's proven. But that's like theory versus outcome. Like theories, to me, like to understand, theories must be like, they got to be based on observed behavior, dialogue, themes, or even the world building in a game. But not necessarily outcomes, because then if it's like on outcomes, that could also be, revealing stuff. Possibly. Yeah, theories can be a bit, it just depends. I mean, it just is like how they, you just observe things and you try to theorize, versus when it's like, no, this actually happened. Then it's no longer a theory. But one type of theory I would avoid, especially, is the one that requires knowledge from like later quest events, leaks, or any outside media. Because then that right there just shows like, okay, now you're kind of having something that's revealing something that people don't even know about, that could accidentally, something like that could accidentally be, a spoiler if not careful. There are people who are careful around that, I've seen like theory videos, and I know there are people who could be careful about stuff. Some be like on the predictive side of things, Yeah. But I don't need to worry about spoiling here. I mean, the focus really is just, I'm the traveler, and it's just basically what I, the traveler, currently know at this point in the story. That's what we're going to discuss, what I currently know, and that is all the way up to 6.2. Which it's just pretty not much a big problem here, because I haven't had any issues of spoiling for a while. So, so we good here. So, yep. Oh, and just to be a bit fun, I kind of, let's see, where is it? I wonder if I can put it in here. And this right here is the provision board. This is the board I got. The Ormond Soul Case Archive. No, that's kind of let me know on that. Already got party interest, Dottore. Yeah, there's evidence-based provisional ink of a what is unsolved, escalating. Right now, we're just awaiting revelation. It's not, or you could say unresolved or awaiting revelation at the end of it. That's just me being fun. Like, I got an archive. I got a board here, so. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let's just get right onto it. I mean, I've actually also did a couple of changes. Let me what if I can provide it here. Trying to find the very thing I wanted to show. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I need to show it. Probably not. Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. Or actually, hold on. No. I got a better idea. See if I can get like an image here. Get the image running. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can already see it. Yep. You can already see my newfound schedule design with the motif of blue. Blue is old as true as the sky. It's Sky blue, sky. It's cerulean color. Cerulean color, actually. Some people say like, "Whoa, it's light blue." No, it's cerulean. I think it's like it's supposed to be cerulean. It's actually cerulean color. So yeah, the sky is. Yeah, but I'm actually proud to have designed this nice little schedule here. Now, tomorrow's stream I might cancel because there's something wrong with my some reason my PlayStation is having trouble reading my external hard drive, even though the hard drive is glowing and working. So there's something odd that's happened. So I'm looking into it. There's a video that talks about external hard drive issues to PlayStation. So I'm kind of looking into it and just seeing like, okay, what are the solutions? What can I isolate? See if there's a way to troubleshoot and fix this. Because I got like a lot of different files on there. Genshin Impact is on my main PlayStation hard drive. So that one is fine. It's not on the external hard drive. It's on the PlayStation itself. So that one is good to go. But Scarlet Nexus is on the hard drive, the external hard drive. So I got to figure out why it's not reading it and what's the problem. I got to find that out. I got to find that out eventually. Because otherwise, I don't want to. I wouldn't be able to stream Scarlet Nexus without it because I can't load it up to continue. So I got to troubleshoot and figure out why the external hard drive is not, opening up and showing up on my PlayStation as it should. Yeah, but there's me with my Azure glowing blades weapons, and my Halo Scions. That's what I just gave him that. I just call them Halo Scions. My glowing star-crossed eyes. I mean, my character is human, but I got some supernatural powers, so and some bit of tech along with that. So it's like a supernatural tech guy. Spirit invested tech guy. Cool. So what's about to happen now? Let me move this up here. Move that there. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I think my PlayStation should be ready because I need to let it cool down for a bit. So I'm gonna turn it on, get my Genshin ready, get all that ready, and when we start, I'm going to begin the pool for Columbina. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to begin the pool for Columbina. Then, with the Primo Gems I do have. And then we'll see what happens. Because I am actually close to pity. Now, I'm not worried if, I can feel a bit disappointed. But hey, it is what it is. You know, you make your pool. And if you don't get it, you don't get her. Doesn't mean I won't get to try to pull for her next time. Obviously, Urbana, I'm sure, is going to come back later. Even if I don't succeed. But I believe I will, or see. We'll see what happens because I know the whole 50-50 thing can be a crutch at times. So I'm gonna pull a BRB and I'm gonna get things ready. So get ready, put on your magnifying glass, hats on. Oh, and eventually I'm gonna change the design of my book. It looks like a regular plain brown like book, but I'm gonna make it more sci-fi-ish, more like high tech in a way, but still has that ancient look, like a tome. Call it the Codex Biblicus. I'm gonna go ahead and just BRB right now. Testing. Testing, testing, testing. There we go. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Okay. Testing, testing, testing. Oh man, this was weird. Man, I was over here trying to test my mic and it was taking a while to push through my PNG tuber movement. Oh my gosh. Da da. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. All right, so we about ready to get started on the case, the Moonbound incident. So I want to investigate this case. I do like the image up here on the screen. Oh, home on the range. I'm over here trying to sound like one. Oh my goodness, it's funny. Let me see. Can I still move that book? Uh-oh. Huh? Is my hold on. My numlock thing on? No. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can't even remove the book while I'm streaming. That's weird. I normally can remove the book easily, but now it's like for some reason it's not doing it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with it. Maybe if I go like this. Yeah, it's not letting me, hold on. Hmm. That's so weird. I have to research why my PNG tuber system, why it doesn't register to remove the book while I'm live. I have to go to the software just to do that. That's weird. But the software is open, so I should be able to do it just fine. Like that. But I have to have it in front just to do it, which is something I don't think you shouldn't be doing. Why is it doing that? I don't know. I know, I'm still working on his story quest. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've completed all of theirs. Yeah. So I completed everyone else's except for Durin. Dialogue point. You have to try it. So they pretty much reorganized all this. Okay. Try to way to structure. I mean, with a lot of these updates, they always try to. I mean, it's nothing wrong. He's always trying to. You always should try to structure because they're trying to improve the system so players can. It's pretty much improving the system so players can have like a good hand with what current up-to-date stuff is. Okay. So I will be starting 6.3 in a moment. Let me just do something I said I was going to do. First, let's get this. Some things activated. You can change it any time. Cool. Saw memory hunt. We might have did a memory hunt before. Good, that's a little extra. I'm about to do a poll, so that will make it perfect. That must be the new area. I like you see her eyes is open. New outfit for new palette. Oh, okay. So there's a little. Oh, that's Mimosa. That's that Wonderland thing. Who here has played the Wonderland thing? And tell me all about it. Did you enjoy it? What was your thoughts on it? If you did the Militia Wonderland stuff, because I haven't even done any of that. So just curious who has done it. Just to get some more primos before I make my little major pool. Let's give her a shot. So at least have an idea of what I'm dealing with here if I do get her. No, she's Hydro. You've ignored it yourself, huh? Well, tell me, why have you yourself decided to ignore it? Like, what do you think of it being added when you know you've gotten used to a lot of the other things that has been put in Genshin that could be of more benefit? Would you say that it being added was more of like a waste of time? Like not necessary, not needed? Maybe just some extra, but doesn't really need to be pursued? Like some updates? Or would you consider it like maybe just one of those things that put it aside, like it's not very of high priority, it's not going to benefit my pools as much, I got enough I need, so I'll just keep it to the side. So you consider a waste or something, just keep to the side for whenever you want to try it. You stepped into it and you decided don't want more dailies. So when you, it's a, because I think because unless you're wondering, that's a day, isn't it like some dailies thing? Kind of remind me what it is, like what it does, because I remember I haven't even tried it myself. I just been ignoring it. It says you stepped in, you just decided don't want more dailies, so that sounds like it's just dailies thing, huh? Just another dailies thing. I mean, she's an off-field damage dealer who enables her teammates to trigger Lunar Charge, Lunar Bloom, Lunar... Ooh! Okay, so she's an off-damage, Lunar-induced... Playa. Okay. She's all about the Lunar reaction. Off the field. After casting a mental skill, Columbina summons a gravity ripple. Nice. That continuously deals AoE high damage to nearby opponents. Whenever nearby characters trigger lunar reactions or deal lunar reaction damage, Columbina will accumulate gravity. When gravity reaches its maximum, different types of lunar reaction damage will be dealt. This sounds like this would benefit my team with you-know-who. Since I have him as like one of my top Nod-Krai users right now. After unleashing her elemental burst, Columbina summons a lunar domain that grants different buffs to lunar reactions triggered within it and increases lunar reaction damage dealt by okay, so she is, it sounds like elemental mastery would be her thing then, wouldn't it? Because this is elemental stuff here. She's high lunar triggered, so I figured elemental mastery would be.
私のロッキングチェアを使っていいよ。月に行って月からテイワットを眺めるのもいいかも。
HP built? Okay, she's HP built. Well, in that case, but would she benefit with anything elemental in, like, say, substats? Or more? I think, no, I think, because she's HP built, I think crit rate, crit damage would be the key. Because of how much damage her react. But then I'm thinking, well, here. Let me go and mess around with this and I'll come back to that thought. I'll hold that thought. Let me go ahead and do this stuff first. Just seeing how her attacks go. That's how she works. Okay. Nice. Gotcha. I said hold the thought. I said hold the thought for a moment. I was gonna get back to that. Yeah, just say let me. I'm just doing this real quick. So I can get those premium, get that out of the way, and then I'll come back to your message. Oh man, if I only had an Effa. Woo! Hey, I could pull for, because I know you were trying to pull for 2. Did you manage to get her yourself yet? I think you were still trying to pull for her. Alright, let me check your previous message real quick. Yeah, you said HP. Okay, so she is, yeah, crit rate damage. I figured those would be the right ones. Yeah, I was saying EM. Yeah, yeah. Not yet. I know, huh? Yeah, I was thinking EM would be one of the helpful aspects for her, and ER most definitely because of because she's lunar charged, right? She's lunar her emphasis is lunar triggering. So I figured that would be one of the many important stats to build. But if her primary is HP, then the rest would be, yeah, it would be the ER and the EM would definitely have a benefit. Probably in like substats, especially EM. That's just me because that's how I would probably try to get in there. HP, if her HP is primary, that would be the, of course, we already know that's going to be the Sands. The circlet being either crit rate, crit damage. Now, definitely. Her ult is the most important aspect because of the part about it. Oh, just I was gonna say duh when you mentioned the team because you didn't hear me. I just said you probably didn't hear me. I'm just being funny, but I'm also being serious with you. So take it as a laugh. You know, you feel like when someone is saying something you already said, because I literally just mentioned earlier, I just said, oh, she would fit to a certain team of a certain someone I have that's of Nod-Krai that I've been using for Nod-Krai. So if you know what that team is, I already said it. You're telling me again. Of course it's going to be Finn's in that team because I won't need, because then that means I would have to change, I would just change out, like, who do I have? I have, what's her name in the team for Dendro? I think I put in Nahida. I can remove her. Because it felt weird having a Dendro character in there for a bit. So like, nah, I'm going to remove her. Yeah, because I did mention I could fit her in my Finn's team, bro. Oh, there you go. I'm just aiming at you guys up here. I'm glad we're on the same page about which team, though, because she would definitely be fit for Finn's his team. If I had a Nefa, like how you're trying to pull for her, that would be even better too. That would be so much better, but I don't have a Nefa. Now, could I get her after? If I try to pull just like you're doing, maybe. I might try to give it a shot. But, you know, like I said, I don't know. It's a maybe. Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem, bro. I figured probably it might have been not been the case. It's cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't... As far as, like... Let me see. As far as, like, any others... I mean, I know... I know Nefa is definitely going to be the obvious, but, like... Now it's... Ooh. Now that's going to get us to raise a question of... I wonder what it would be like now for future teams with Columbina in it for Nod-Krai. Because, you know, we got upcoming characters that we know are going to be brought in from Nod-Krai. We know Varka is going to be coming in. And I'm sure Alice, Nicole might... I don't know when they're coming in. Couple other... Among other things. Oh, here's that Durin thing. It just activated automatically. I didn't even plan to go over here, so we'll just speed through this real quick, so I can get on with the main quest. Just a quick question, just to make sure. Well. Would there be anything? I don't know if there's going to be anything in Durin's side quest that might be mentioned or referred to in 6.3. So not as like spoiler, but just wondering if there's something I should know in Durin's side quest, side story, that if I were to progress in it, could also be added to my 6.3 story revelation stuff. Because, like I said, if something in 6.3 comes up and involves the side quest with Durin that I'm in right now, I wouldn't be surprised if I was supposed to complete his story quest before I did 6.3. So just wondering. It could be a yes or a no. Yeah, it's mostly a yes or no answer.
モンドに来たばかりの頃、アルベドが僕をバルバトス様に。なるほどな。で、きっとバルバトス様もこの話を聞いてると思うから。そっか。よし、そろそろ非分の館に行こうぜ。覚えてるか？すっごく大事な話をすることになってただろ？
There's a daily time gate, so it's easy to check. Oh, okay, so it's something you do daily by the daily, and then until you get to the end, kind of thing. So not really. Okay, cool. So that means I can come back to it at any time. Okay. Yes. Because I was like, do I need to do this before 6.3 just to be sure? Because I was like, I don't want to miss anything if there's a reference from 6.3 about it. But even if I do, even if there was, I wouldn't mind, because then that'll just get me to go back and just play through it and experience it myself anyway.
の複雑さや多様性には
Oh, no. Yeah,
忍
okay.
耐強く接するべきです。
Oh, that's just that. Yeah, the time gating, bro. That is crazy.
少数の愚かで卑劣な者たちの行為に憤る必要などはありません。
Which begs the question, would you say time gating in a game like this? Which I think if we recall what time gating is, it's usually when they you make progress and you say, okay, you have to come the next day or next week or something of the sort, just to continue it. Would you say that is a type of function or mechanic that you say might make the game or break the game? Or kind of breaks the immersion feel of the game, so to speak, or just kind of, you say, ruins the experience, or kind of makes it a little bit hefty or something. This is more like an opinion-based question, because honestly, time gating, especially in this game, it kind of, sometimes I feel like, especially with some quests I'm curious about, it's like, okay, bro. I feel like I want to actually, like, progress, and this is in the way. That type of feeling. Also, let me activate this. So it's just an opinion-based question. And this is coming from someone who generally is getting into game design, so, like, in a way, if you think about it, that's a serious question. I don't think I would do time gating, but it's just one of those thoughts. Okay. Let's see. Will I get her? Will I not? Let's go ahead and do this. I'm aiming to get her. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay, that's what. I was like, I'm thinking, no, that's it. Okay. 50-50. It was a 50-50. Dang it. Yeah, well. It was a good try.
Yo, 火翼の集いの竜医、イファだ。
I don't even have
他のや
IFA.
つから俺のことを聞いてるかもしれないが、
I'll take that
先入
one.
観は
I'll take IFA. Because I don't have him, so at least that one is a win. But nope. So we got a problem here, folks. Yeah. That's too bad. Yeah, when content is locked behind waiting, not the sort you can do with the clock, it's annoying. Yeah. That time gate, stuff like that can be so... It's like, because you're grinding so much, but then you want to make and complete some quests to get some rewards, and it's like, oh, you got to wait until more days to finish it. Yeah, unfortunately, I got a 50-50. So, let's see. What can I do right now? What could I do? I mean, once you get 50-50, I mean, even if you try to pull on the same banner, I don't think you're going to get them. That's my only thing is, I don't think you're going to get them if you pull on a 50-50 banner. At least that's my perspective, right? Because if you pull on a 50-50 banner, you're not going to get them. So I think it just comes down to now just the unfortunate occurrence. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Just a minute. Mute myself for a moment. You said what one mechanic are you referring to? All right. Yeah, I was just kind of taking a breather for a bit. I looked up that capturing radiance you talk about, and basically it's this. It's a pity mechanic in the character event banner that increases your odds of winning the 50-50. So it effectively increases your chance of getting the featured 5-star character from 50% to 55%. If it triggers, you will see a special rainbow glowing effect on the wishing screen, signaling that you flip the potential loss into a win. It mostly helps players on losing streaks. So if you lose multiple 50-50s in a row across different banners, the game eventually forces capturing radiance to ensure you get the limited character. And you say, yeah, you're likely to use to trigger the mechanic and the counter resets. So maybe I should still pull for this, huh? Yeah, I should still pull on this banner. I mean, I do need, I mean, of course I still need to get, I mean, my pools are going to be reset anyway, so I got to pull anyway. I mean, if I pull on an EFA, but, you know, then again, they're both character event wishes. But I can still pull on this. I mean, yeah, 50-50, but I could still pull. What do you think? Still pull on it? Or switch to a NEFA? I'm thinking I could still pull on it. So, capturing radiance, huh? Interesting. All right, we'll do another pull, and I'll keep pulling on it anyway. So let's just keep pulling. Yeah, even if it don't seem like I get like a gold like I got right now. That's perfectly fine. Nice. All right, so then we just keep pulling. And then I'll keep building the primos, and I'll just come back and pull again and again and again. That's all I'm going to do. 4-star. Oh, got another IFA. Okay, not bad. Get some consolations. Let's go. I'll definitely build him up too. Of course, it'll be later. Just getting some pulls up, that's all. I think I gotten captured radiance before. It was a long time ago. Seriously. Yeah. Probably a lot of pulls I just did there. It was 10, now it's 10 again, and then it's like 13, 14, 11, 12, 13, maybe like about 15 pulls right there or something. So I'll be coming in on Genshin a lot on a day-to-day basis to try to keep this up. Ah, that's for her. Yeah, that's that thing. I still gotta do that. Yep. You got a lot. You got a lot. You got a lot. You got a lot. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, I almost got that. Oh, she got one too. Yeah, no, you still got yours. I don't know if I do decide to finally, get his final C6. I don't mind. If I do decide to finally do it, I will. Right now, I'm just not bothering. Okay. So, now I think we've done that. The Ermine Soul Case Archive shall begin. Oh yeah, the father Alekino. I bet.
本当に俺を呼んだのか？いや。
Oh yeah, Chaska. All right, on to the major story quest, and the new area is up here. Okay. Oh, you can teleport up there too. Okay. I think I've already done her tails thing. All right. Time to focus on the aftermath of what's going on. Yeah, the time gating, I think, is one of those that just... Oh, whoops. Yeah, I think the time gating is just one of those that, like... It can be annoying if you, let's see, is this...
Nod-Kraiの夜霧の中を歩むのがおすすめですよ。ワイルドハントの行軍が
I haven't got a tailed in forever.
暗闇に引きずり込んでくれるでしょう。
All right. We're about ready to get started. There we go. Now, I'm probably later. Let's see. It was 5 something. I'm gonna be. We just check the time because I got like somewhere to be. Okay, not something. Okay, so I'll be done. It's 5:05. It's 7. 6 to 7. So by the time it reaches about 7 o'clock, 7:15, depending upon. Hopefully, I'm not in a story moment that delays it. I'll be done. I'll be stopping the stream by then because I got like somewhere to be. So. Dun, 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 dun. Let it. There's still some stuff going on to do here. What's going on here? Old lady, black bag hag. Interesting. I don't know who they're talking to. Okay. All right. Let's get going. So I already know what happened. Now, and there's the cat. A lot of bowing heads, obviously.
みんな揃ってるみたいだな。
ああ、こっちは準備万端だ。旅人、パイモン、お前たちはどうだ？
バッチリだぞ。
Let's do a recap. Can we go over the agenda again?
なんだ、緊張してんのか？まあ、無理もない。こんな時代、みんな初めてだろうしな。
We need a refresher. That's
少し
probably
前、
that's why.
コロンビーナが博士に襲われた。
Mm-hmm.
お前はその時、彼女が月の影に消える瞬間を見たんだったな。
Exact the point.
旅人以外の者は博士が何らかの力を使ったところしか見ておらぬ。その後コロンビーナさんは姿を消し、そなたが空から海へと落ちてきた。
Right, that's all they saw.
コロンビーナの救出。
They were frozen in
それから
time. Only the
ファデ
traveler
ィ執
could
行官
bypass
博士は
that.
なぜ3月の力を奪ったのか。それを突き止め、阻止しなきゃならない。
本来であれば月神を取り戻すことは私たち蒼月の子の役目のはずだ。皆の協力に蒼月の子を代表して心より感謝しよう。
そんじゃ、まずは。
誰かいるみたいだね。足音が隠せてな。
I'm just kind of looking back. What was said? Okay, yes, sometime over, right? Falling to sea. Yeah, the Three Moons authorities. That's what he's
敵
trying
意
to
は感じられませんね。
say. Hey, Flins, what's up?
しばらくそこにいらっしゃるようですが、もしや旅人さんについてきた
Oh
んでしょう
no,
か？
sorry, that was not Flins. Yeah, somebody else is following. Okay, who is this? Fatui.
やはり簡単にバレてしまいましたか。
Ah, the knave subordinate.
召使い様の命により伝言をお届けに参りました。
ドットーレはスネージナヤに戻ると思われたが、そうではなかった。そして空爆実験設計局にもナシャタウンにも姿を見せていない。
ということは、おそらく北にある研究所にいるはずよ。どうして個人で使える場所を申請したのかと思えば。
彼らにこう伝えてくれ。私とサンドローネが先行する。もし君たちも気になるようなら、ナドクライの最北にある研究所で会おうと。
コロンビーナと仲のいい二人だが、行動を起こす前にわざわざ俺たちに情報共有をしてくれたってことか。ファドゥイの協力に礼を言わないとだな。
少女様はすでに組織を離れましたが、上層部があの方を気にかけていることに嘘偽りはありません。それに今の博士様の行動は不可解極まりない。我々も目が離せません。立場上人々と衝突することも多々ありますが、我々とて義理も情も理解しているつもりです。あなたたちは少女様のご友人ですので、もちろん知る権利があります。
さすがアルレッキーノ。状況判断が早いね。おかげでだいぶ手間が省けた。
地図はここに置いておきます。北の研究所へ向かうのであれば、くれぐれもお気をつけください。どうか忘れないように。少なくともナドくらいでは、召使い様の部下はあなたたちの味方です。
お気遣い感謝します。
当然の務めです。では、私はこれで。何かございましたら、空爆実験設計局へお越しください。
博士は実験設計局じゃなくて一番北の研究所に行ったんだな。
傀儡の推測が正しければ、ナドくらいに来る前から計画してたってことか。
女皇のためというのはおそらく建前で、別の思惑があるのだろう。
博士は行動が早く、そのやり方も残忍で悪質なものだ。手を焼かされるだろう。万全の準備をしないとね。
現状、博士の行動は予測しがたいものです。二手に分かれ、一部をナシャタウンの守衛に当てるのが得策かと。
あいのもお手伝いしたいけど、研究所への潜入にはあんまり向いてないかな。あ、そうだ、落ち着いた方がいいかも持って行って。戦闘で役に立つはずだから。
では、イネファさんも
This is very intriguing so far.
ことでよろしいでしょうか。
行動ロジックを
Question of what is Dottore's motives in all this, other than to tap into those Three Moons Authority's powers.
ファルカさんも残った方が良いだろう。
Perhaps
研究所
test of
は
power,
私たちに任せてほしい。
maybe rising to become godlike with the lunar powers, perhaps. We shall see.
ナシャタウンは俺に任せておけ。
We'll see how this goes.
お前たちも気をつけろよ。手に負えなくなっ
What
たら
might be his
すぐ
motives in
撤
all
退しろ。
this?
ヤフォダにも手伝わせよう。私がいない間の情報収集はこの子に任せるといい。
了解、ボス。みんな無事に帰ってきてくれよ。
ああ。
では、早速立つとしましょう。
Paimon, you should stay behind to help everyone here.
研究所への潜入か。わかった。お前たちが本気でやり合うつもりなら、オイラは他の奴らの手伝いをしてるぜ。
全力でことに当たる必要がありそうだ。行く前に何かやり残したことはあるかい？
Well, you know, I'm not going to be doing any other quests right now or anything like that, so I'm good to go.
よし、みんな行動開始だ。
ああ。
Ah. Kino been here? Checking out the flames. Appears to be her signature. You know, there is a question that comes to mind right now, and I think it's more got to do with the Dottore. First, let me fix this. Let me fix this real quick. Testing, okay. But sometimes, you know, it still feels a bit off from my voice and stuff like that. There was a question that came to my mind. What was it? How does... Because, I mean, we've seen Dottore up to this point, right? Now, I'm at a point right now, this is where I'm at in the story, just so people are aware. So I'm, you know, I haven't gotten further into 6.3 yet. Just starting. But at least coming up to this point, I think this one's easy to answer. How does Dottore's attitude to just by how he's been behaving, the way he speaks, if you kind of have a glimpse of a bit of his attitude, the way he is, how does that compare to other authority figures we've met across regions and stuff, like the other Patui Harbingers and or anybody else, like, you know, like just comparison of character across the region, so to speak. And also this one is kind of interesting because it's like, having watched him, I remember earlier when we watched the Winter Nights Laszlo. This one I kind of have my own answer, but feel free to say whether or not you think this or not. Do you feel Dottore is more like a player in the story or a piece on the board? Which is a really good question. Do you feel like he's more like a player in the story or a piece on the board, if you know what I mean? Scum. That's one word to describe him. A mad scientist of pride that sees nothing but variables and numbers and data in any person and every human being. Very much that type of very evil-like thinking that really will abandon you to dirt, to dust, to bones, just to get his gains. Yeah. Do you feel he's more like a player in the story or a piece on the board? Because I feel like he's a piece on the board for something. Or maybe both. Because in the back of my mind, I'm wondering if there's so many things on my mind. Yeah, because I feel like he's a piece on the board. Been like a major player. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. I don't know, it kind of feels like, almost feels like it's kind of both, but then again, just by his actions, he just feels like he's definitely like a player. Definitely one that we despise after everything we've just witnessed.
熱烈な歓迎だね。
激流に飲まれろ。
欺瞞の叫びよ。真実はまるで影。し。丸裸にしてやろう。
I like him. Break through and get right in there. Dang it.
4
行けリンヤにトアの安寧を
Or an active Ligus. Ah.
さあいやですよいや
夜分に失礼
Right in the air, bro. That was nice. Yeah, like an active Ligus. Yeah.
全く聞いてない。まずい。来るな。
Sheesh, Louise, look at this. Insane. Maybe I would say it's more along the lines of it would appear as though he was like another piece on a board, but a piece on a board that's taking on as a major player. Now that we're seeing what he's starting to do. And as I watch further, I wouldn't be surprised if he takes it even further. Because he will be a boss fight, as I've come to learn. So that tells me he's gonna... Yeah. So...
迷えるものよ
目を閉じて
さあ謎を解こう。嘘はいけないね。
かわいそうに安らかな眠りがあらんこと。
鍵が落ちています。この先で使えるかもしれません。
道が塞がれてしまったね。回り道しよう。
Yeah, almost done with Katone's synergy, the reversing her relationship with me as soon as I can. Okay. I see you, Hase. I see you, bro. I see you getting on that owns, man. Praise God, that's awesome.
Samura, なぜここに？
博士は今研究所内にいるはずだが、なぜそなたは逃げようとしておるのだ？
Yeah, he's fleeing the facility.
博士様に用があるのか。だがうまくいくとは到底思えないな。
あなたがこの先どれだけ生きていられるかは、その発言の価値に左右されるでしょう。
執行官がもう2人研究所内に入ったが、それがどうしたってんだ。あの博士様があんだけ大掛かりなことをしてるんだ。何の準備もしてないわけがない。
でもお前はその部下であることに不満があるようだ。それにこの辺りは魔物の痕跡と気配に満ちてる。まさかそんな奴らと一緒にいるのが好きなのかい？
博士が何を企んでるのか知りたいんだ。
At least they're allowing the
教えてくれないか？
traveler to talk a little bit more. Though I really would want them to talk more and more, you know what I mean?
いや、君たちのスネージナヤにも影響を与えるかもしれないんだ。
あの方はとんでもないものを作っている。その計画のために長い年月を費やしてきたようだ。少し前、博士様はスネージナヤに戻ると言ったが、思いのほか早く帰ってこられてな。その手には宝石のように輝くものが2つあった。
月髄。博士はコロンビーナさんからそれを奪ったのだ。
少女様から？あの方はもう組織を離れたんだろ？いなくなる前に女皇陛下の命は果たしたから自分のすべきことをすると言っていたらしいが、組織を離れることが必ずしもいいことだとは限らない。俺の尊敬する隊長様だって。
We already know what happened with the
計
captain.
画を遂行するため、上は博士様、傀儡様、少女様の部隊をこの地に派遣した。俺は当時少女様の隊に所属していたんだ。あの方は俺たちとほとんど会話せず、周りにも無関心だった。かといって心ここにあらずってわけでもなくて、ただこの世界がどうなろうと気にしていないようだった。まるで生きる意味を見つけられず、遠くを眺めるしかないようにいつも空を見上げていた。博士様はいつも少し離れたところから彼女を見守っていた。以前は協力関係にあったようだが、やがて少女様が彼を警戒するようになり疎遠になったらしい。少女様が組織を去った後、俺は博士様の隊に移動した。だがあの方もまた同じように周りのことに無関心で、ただ月だけを見据えていた。今の博士様は3つの月を何よりも欲している。月が足りないのなら自分で作ればいいと。
月髄を作る？もしかして
An artificial moon
シュペルボレ
mirror.
イヤの虚栄から得た知識かい？
詳しくお話しいただきありがとうございます。
そなた、本当はコロンビーナさんの部下のままでいたかったのではないか？
いや、あの方はもう執行官じゃない。それに俺たちファドゥイが忠誠を誓うべきは女皇陛下ただお一人だ。これを貴様らに教えたのは博士様を完全に信じきれなかったからに過ぎない。あの方の行動は俺たちがナドクライに来た本来の目的と食い違ってる。
分かった。彼のことは必ず止めてみせる。召使いの部下が空爆実験設計局にいるから合流するといいよ。
月髄を作るね。おまけに完成も近そうだ。ドットーレの技術がそこまで進んでるなんて。
ここからは苦戦を強いられるでしょう。皆さん、心の準備を。
My guess is if he succeeds and actually obtains this in some way, how in which they're kind of saying, it says reconnect the server. They're having any issues? It's something weird that happens in my. It's something weird that's been happening lately. It will do this reconnecting server thing, and my controller would have a hard time like operate. It's weird. It's a weird occurrence. No worries. I'm gonna pull a BRB. It's a quick fix, but I have to log everything back, so I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. I am back. Back. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Marappa. Alright, I guess I gotta go right back in there. You're hearing audio static? Are you still hearing it? Should be gone by now. Let me know if you're still hearing it. It should be gone. I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, that's audio static. I'm not hearing any of that. It was on the game side? Okay. Yeah, it happens from time to time. It's like it says, "Oh, reconnection server." Then all of a sudden, like my PlayStation controller starts turning like a lightish blue, and sort of like get still or start flashing a bit. And then I have to turn off the PS4 itself and unplug and then plug it back in. And but I attach my controller to the charger cord at the same time, and then I'm able to turn it on with the controller, and then it comes back to normal. It's a weird occurrence, by the way. A weird occurrence. So what we got in this little situation here is we have confirmed that well, at least from what we gather. So I guess we're back out here because of what happened. Crazy. Is that apparently we already know he's got the 2 moon marrow spheres, but he's trying to create an artificial one apparently. But yeah, apparently he's lied. He hasn't gone to Snezhnaya. He's even the experimental design bureau, like he's just been apparently the labs working and trying to tap into this moon marrow stuff. Most likely to try to maybe tap into the power of it, activate it, because he was getting it for himself. So, let's get going. That's weird. Okay, I heard a little snippet. Okay, I heard a little pop. What if I do this? Yeah, I'm hearing some little pops. Let's do this. I'm not hearing anything right now. Now that sounds part of the game. Okay. Yeah, I think I had to deactivate and reactivate it so that way it would fix it up for you. That's perfect. I think after that little hiccup might have caused a little bit of a dysfunction with the audio for a brief moment.
熱烈な歓迎だね。自慢の叫び4。
皆のために祈ろう。
足元に救われませんよ。ほら、はっ。目を閉じて。
さあ、浄化せよ。
行け。ほっ、それ。
真実はまるで影。
お静かに目を閉じて。
下がれ下がれと言ってるだろう。全く聞いてない。まずい。来るな。
Let's do it.
月光のように
心を覗かせてもらうよ。4。
蒼月よ、永遠なる。
お静かに死の底へ。ほら、
かわいそうに安らかな眠りがあらんことを。
鍵が落ちています。この先で使えるかもしれません。
道が塞がれてしまったね。回り道しよう。
Right. Oh, whoops, wrong side. I know, huh? Yeah, I can skip this part.
貴様ら、なぜここに？
博士は今研究所内
Oh,
に
I have to progress further. Let's
あ
skip
な
it.
たがこの
Because
先
I
ど
already
れだ
heard
け
this
生きてい
dialogue.
ら
So
れる
let's
か
skip it.
はその
執行官が。
でもお前はその部下。それにこの辺りは魔物の痕跡と気配に満ち。
博士が何自分たちの
Mm-hmm.
あの方は飛んで少し前、
月髄。
少女様組織を放計画を遂行。俺は当時あの方は俺たちとほとんど会話せず、まるで生きる。博士様は少女様、今の博士様は3つの月を何よりも欲している。月が足りないのなればいいと。
月髄を作る。
詳しくお話。
そなた。
いや、これを貴様らに。
分かった。召使いの部下が
月髄を作るね。おまけに完成も近そうだ。ドットーレの技術がそこまで進ん
It
でるなん
does?
て。
Alright, let's see if we can get that up. Get that out the way. Thank you. Alright, thank you for mentioning that. Gotta put the book away. There we
ここ
go.
からは苦戦を強いられるでしょう。
Alright, be clear. We're looking for the doctor here. The doctor.
皆に祝福あれ。
さあ謎を解こう。 嘘はいけないね。読めた。
リンヤに永遠の安寧をやめよ。
はっ。
夢なき眠りへようこそ。さ
嘘はいけないね。心を覗かせてもらうよ。
死の底へ。
迷えるものよ。
行け。
久しぶりの
真理。
蒼月よ、永遠なる。やっはっやっ。宗樹の加護。
欺瞞の叫びよ。嘘はいけないね。
お静かに。ほら。
Interesting lab here, huh? Flora and fauna seemed to have kind of probably got some areas here. Or that creature was the one that, well, I don't know if they, well, that's a big fly. I don't think they broke out of that, but all I know is that there's been a lot of some experimentations going on here. We'll have to contact Inspector Lestrade to come over and bring his force and you can inspect this place. I'm just kidding. Of course, he'll complain. That old bastard. Could give some answers. Like a battle arena place. Interesting. There you are.
ようこそ。待っていたよ。この小さな研究所を気に入っていただけただろうか。
Yeah, nice
気に入るだっ
place.
て魔物だらけだったじゃないか。
よくそのように悠長に構えられたものだ。
何も焦ることなどなかろう。すべては順調。お前たちが来たのも予想通りだ。まずサンドローネとアルレッキーノ、そして次はお前たち。今日は客人が多い。
Matter of fact, where
そ
is
の二人をお探しかな。
Aquino and
ならアルレッキーノは研究所に入ってすぐ姿を消してしまったよ。サ
disappeared,
ン
he
ドロー
said.
ネの方はさっきまでここで大声で私に詰め寄っていた。彼女はいつもそうだ。礼儀知らずで困ったものだよ。だが他人を気にかけるようになるとは意外だ。お前たちと交友のある者は皆そうなってしまうのか？
Oh man, the
しか
nerve.
しそれは研究者からしたらいただけない。客観性を失ってしまうからな。
Where is Sandrone is the
彼
question.
女なら
ずいぶんと大きな夢を見ているようね、ドットーレ。月髄を手に入れれば、この世界の神を名乗れるとでも思った？
名乗る。その言い方は好ましくないな。 事象ではなく事実だ。研究者であるお前ならその差を理解できないはずないだろう。
はあ、あなたごときが？あら失礼。淑女も時には出現してしまうの。気にしないで。同僚なんだし、あなたのやり口くらい分かっているつもりよ。
ああ、同僚だからお前ならそう言うと思っていたよ。言葉を尽くすより事実を見せた方が早いことをお互いよく知っているだろう。今の私の次元を理解してもらうためにちょっとしたプレゼントを用意した。
プレゼント？あなたの部下たちはどこに行ったの？
はて、もしかすると未知なる神の足跡を追って新世界へ旅立ったのかもしれないな。サンドローネよ、お前は教養に欠け傲慢な態度をとってくるが、だからといって私はその部下に八つ当たりなどしない。彼らにも新世界へ向かう権利はあるのだからな。
まさか空爆実験設計局に人を向かわせたの？あそこは女皇陛下の実験場なのよ。
ああ、陛下のご命令はもちろん心に刻んでいるとも。だがお前も知っての通り、それは私の今の目標と矛盾しない。私はただ自分の望む実験をしているだけ。何か問題があるだろうか。
And the sinister of his voice, even in Japanese.
お前の気をそらそうとしているだけなのか、それともお前の部下が本当に危険な目に遭っているのか。
Villain in anime that talks like that.
ファデュイの兵にまで手を出すなんて狂ってる。
私は自分に新たなルールを定めた。すべての人に一度だけチャンスを与えるとね。もちろんお前にもだ。ここを離れたいのなら止めはしない。何しろ我々は仲の良い同僚同士なのだから。
この
まさかサンドローネまでこの世界の人を案じるようになるとはな。実に残念だよ。自己中心的なところが彼女の唯一の長所だったというのに、たかが実験設計局を守るために躍起になる。そんなことで一体何を成し遂げられる？
人質を取るなど褒められた行為ではありませんね。それとも今のあなたにとって対面など重要ではないのでしょうか？
対面？この手にはすでに月髄が2つ。失われた1つも間もなく完成する。この手にはすでに月髄が2つ。失われた1つも間もなく完成する。新世界の神となるこの私に対面を語るとは、あまりに滑稽ではないかね。
Yeah, I thought for people this full of shame. I always found self-centeredness to be one of her few better qualities. Speaking of much from him. Yeah, I caught that. I put them on time. I hid them. Hey, yes, that Manda person. Yeah, anyone that's coming here, do not come in here and spoil. Okay, don't come in here and tell me what happens ahead. I don't know what happens ahead. Now, I don't know if what they're saying is true, so I am going to ignore it. But do not come in here and talk about what's ahead. You understand? Okay, otherwise you will be banned. I'm not timing you out. I'm banning you, okay? I don't know who in the right mind thinks it's okay to come in here and tell someone what's ahead. Other than otherwise they're just a troll. Which I suspect they were. They were probably, which I suspect. They have someone to come and act like that.
だが私は慈悲深くその存在を許してやっている
I
んだ
know
よ。
Enigmata in the chat.
自分のしたことを必ず後悔することになるぞ。
それはお前たちに私を後悔させるだけの力があればの話だ。
Hmm. I gotta fight you. Interesting. Well, this is my first time actually fighting you for real then.
リンヤにトアの安寧を。
ロックオン。
行け。心を覗かせてもらうよ。読めた。
浄化せよ。
足元を救われませんよ。
I see.
痛みは感じない。
お静かに。ほら。
聖地なり。
真実はまるで影。嘘はいけないね。自慢の叫びよ。
蒼月よ。永遠に。
目を閉じて。
Whoa! Arlecchino, nice.
彼らはお前を仲間だと思っているのだ。それにお前は
Nice.
私ではなく私の研究を潰したいようだね。
君の研究を潰す方がはるかに意義があるから。
迷えるものよ。
ほら、お静かに。暗闇は怖いですか。いや。目を閉じて。
これ式の戦いで目を上
暗
げる。
闇は怖いですか。ほら。
Seem a bit tall, testing me, huh? I can tell.
行け。
The way your stance.
読めた。嘘はいけないね。心を覗かせてもらうよ。
これならどうか。
行け。
掃除の影。
真実はまるで影。
皆のために祈ろう。
目を閉じて。ほら、夜ですね。いや。目を閉じて。暗闇は怖いですか。
私を恐れて
ここより
離れろ。
迷えるものよ。
お静かに。目を。
未完成が腎臓血栓の影響でドトーレの力をこちらを凌駕してまともにやり合うの今だ。
Hmm.
引きましょう。
確かに幸福より
I saw that message. Something like that someone like that doesn't deserve a second chance, since doing something like that, true or lie, it's just that big of a show of bad character. He said doing something like if we're referring to, we're talking about what he has been. Oh, you're talking about what happened in the chat earlier. Yeah, someone like that doesn't deserve. Yeah, because like for real, if anyone come in here and trying to post stuff like that, like I can't. I'm not gonna have you in the chat because you're just gonna spoil. So yeah, I'm just gonna ban people like that. You know, I mean, giving a timeout is one thing, but if you just come to spoil immediately, I'm just kicking you out. Like that's all that is to it. Oh man. Uh-oh. We got him in there. Shoot. And that big faint smile. He just took the traveler, didn't he? Oh, wow. Dude, Dottore just describes self-centeredness as like Sandrone's best trait. Hmm. You know, there is a question that's running back my mind. And it's about Celestia. It's just a, you know, it could be like a random question, but I don't know. Does it feel like Celestia's influence is present, absent, or is it deliberately distant here in all this? Because, you know, we got all this stuff happening on Teyvat. But it's one question that's going to come to mind, like Celestia's place right now. You think an absent too? I feel like it's absent or just deliberately distant. Like, but yeah, it could be absent. It could be have to do with the heavenly principles being kind of sealed away or not present yet. Perhaps Celestia's waiting. Right, that one animation made it seem like they were active though. And we remember that interaction with one of them, the one that was in charge of death, the one with the red dress, who was interacting with Capitano before he did that one thing to eliminate that immortality that he had to finally put it to bed and everything. I think those are like the only occasions where you have like something of Celestia interacting, but as far as like them being proactive in this world, it's almost like they're just absent. Yeah, it just feels absent. Kind of being a bit on the comparative side. Yeah, I'm paying attention to the story too while I'm talking. Because you watched... Ow, ow. I know, they're surprisingly hands-off. Unlike Being X and Tanya Saga, the Saga of Tanya the Evil. You know what I'm talking about? Like, do you feel like if we were to compare that anime to the celestial god beings in this world, does it feel like Being X is more proactive, more hands-on than the way Celestia is in here? That's more absent. Just to be on like a little comparative side, because I know you've seen that series. You've shown me some actions of Being X, so I'm kind of like curious about that type of intervention versus Celestia.
ちょうどその頃、よくお客さんが来てたから毎日大忙しだったんだよね。そうそう、ママがこう言ってたよ。お店のお客さんの中には友達でもある人。あ、またお客さん。ちょっと言って。いや、ここの店主に家族がいるなんて聞いたことない。そもそもこの店は家族経営じゃなかったはず。これは。
ほう、こうも早く気
there
づ
you
くとは
are.
よかったな。
Dottore.
ここの看板メニューを食べないのか
いつの間に。
You messing with my head, bro?
やっぱりここにあるものは全て幻なんだ。
ここはお気に召さないようだ。では場所を移そう。
Whoa, what is this? That's interesting. Columbina.
私まだ生きてる？ここはどこ？確か力をすべて使って月の扉を開いた後
Realize that you would think
飛び
they would
込ん
appear.
だはずだけど
Yeah, like when Wanderer tried to become a god, it's like you think they would.
月の影の中なのかな
You think they would do something about it. It said the moon's reflection. The moon's reflection, mysterious realm beyond the gates.
ダメ、何も感じられない。もう一度月の扉を開いてみようかな。全く反応がない。内側からは開けられ、もしここが月の狩人とその恋人を死に至らしめた空間ならと、大丈夫じゃない。ここは力を温存しながら慎重に進もう。ドットーレの陰謀はまだ終わってない。もしまだ希望があるのなら必ずみんなの元に戻ってみせる。虚無、静寂、ここは一体どこなの？あるいは何のためにある場所？あれは私の力に反応してるみたい。
Space and time intersect. Said the main moon gate. Maybe it's because it would be have been the HP would be the one to step in, but they seem to be asleep. Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Maybe it's the waiting for the awakening of the heavenly principles. That's probably why they're not doing much. Because it would appear to be in the previous lore, the heavenly principles is the one who defeated the dragons. And apparently I learned the second one who came was that one ancient dragon being or whatnot. That one being that was mentioned in Nod-Krai. I looked it up. Apparently that's the second who came. Apparently. One of the three moon sisters apparently were there and around, but yeah. So this heavenly principles, if it's asleep, the Celestia is probably not going to do much. Until until the heavenly principles does something.
金色の空簸、なんだか導いてるみたい。それに、知ってる気配がする。辿ってみよう。
Her story is really interesting. I remember when we first met her, you know, you got to learn about her, how much she was just someone of resonance to identity, because it's like she was put in a position where she was treated like she was a god, but her being born, she had no idea why she was there, why she is, or anything, but she was treated as such. She had such like a childlike resonance to her because she was just there. She didn't know like who she was, and they had to and so it was like leading her to sort of like try to find more of who she is, who she could be, and then now we have her full name in tow. The child born under the moon. I think more answers are coming also with these moon, where these moon sisters, like there's something more to this. Maybe her story's not done completely yet. The world in the mirror. We're in Nasha Town. But the festival thing. But you know, I think one good question also to ask. Right. Well, one question is, because they're absent, it also kind of makes you wonder if there's an allowance for maybe, because I wonder is this world reacting more strongly to the traveler than usual? Because it's like every nation's being influenced by the traveler being around. The traveler is gaining elements. My suspicion is that this is going to lead to something big with the traveler. And eventually his sister. That means there's more of a role here to be had with the traveler than what we are at least seeing right now. It just feels like it's reacting more strongly to the traveler more and more as we go. Like, or just semi. Sort of, you know. Because my guess is when he gets all these elements, there's something more that's going to happen with him. Hmm.
それではコロンビーナさん、この夜を存分に楽しんでくれ。
うん、そうする。
Yeah, but you know, Celestia is absent, so perhaps you could say like there's less of divine intervention as there's more human choice and decisions and everything and what's going on at stake in Tabot. But what if... But one possible theory and thought, what if this is actually all planned and ordered? Just a little perspective. Just a theory. What if it really is ordered and we don't really know it? Because it's a question of if there's really freedom and control here, is this all like divinely moving, or is it just all just regular choice? To me, it appears like regular choice. Because the Heavenly Principle's asleep. So I don't know about that. But it kind of it's kind of just driving more and more about like how this will all end. It just went right through you.
記憶の中の人は私をすり抜けていく。私が消えていたあの時みたいに。もし期月の夜にこれから起こることを知ってたら、とにかくまずは周りを調べてみよう。
Yeah.
ここに戻って
The
これただ
distance
けで。
may be intentional because of heavenly principles, but it could also be something else. Could be a combination of both heavenly principles asleep, but it could also be something else.
おかえりなさい、月神様。おや、本物の月神様だね。アリスの言った通り、今回の期月の夜はなかなか面白いことになっておるようだ。
あそこは確か魔女界のバーベロスさんがやってる占い屋。
Alright. So it's 7:03 right now. So just looking at the time. My buddy over there in that lantern thing. It was funny when he was in that lantern. I was like, "What? Flynn's is in that thing?" Dory over here trying to do her scheme and stuff.
ず1枚目の月油のアルカナを引いとくれ。それを運命の箇所に置いて今回の占いの土台とする。
私の運命は
yes, the destiny
好きだ
stuff.
った。そういえばバーベロスさんの占いってよく当たってる。あ、次は最後の未来を示すカード。この時カードが勝手に飛び出てきたんだよね。確かこの辺りだ
Wasn't
ったか
something
な。
like death or something? I was trying to remember.
これって空爆の波の影響？
実に興味深い。占い師のわしでも初めて見る。
どういうこと？今のカード、私の影響で山札から飛び出た。触れようとしただけなのに、もしかしてこの記憶空間は触れられないわけじゃなくて、影響を受けやすい場所とそうじゃない場所があるのかも。この空間って本当に私の記憶なのかな。
死神だね。
Yeah.
もっと手がかりが必要そう。他のものにも触れてみよう。あれ？風？違う。これは引力。引っ張られてる。ダメ。旅人。
Wow. Dude, if we had to summarize the tension right now and what we're experiencing at this point where I'm at, what would it be in one sentence? What would it be? Because I mean, the tension, this is just crazy. I'm just trying to think of one sentence. What would that be? This was insane.
"すまない、パイモン。そなたの気持ちは痛いほどわかる。旅人の件は私たちの責任だ。
そんなこと言わないでくれ。オイラだって子供じゃないんだ。あいつを見捨てたわけじゃなくて、どうしようもなかったんだろ。でも、あいつは今、
Why you cry like that?
もし何かあったら、どうしよう。
Oh,
一緒にいられ
it's
ない時
okay,
間がこんな
Paimon.
に続くなんて。あいつ死んだりしないよな。
旅人を救出しよう。共に行動したことで窮地に陥ったのだから、私も皆も決して見捨てはしない。ここへ戻る道中、こちらの方々と情報交換をしていくつか確認が取れた。ドットーレの研究所はここ数日で建てられたものではない。内部にあった大量の魔物のサンプルはおそらく彼が様々な技術を開発するために用意したものだろう。黄金の国ヒュペルボレイアの共栄との接触を通じて、ドットーレは月に関する知識とその地の技術を一部手にした。それをもとに彼は天外の蒼月に代わる人造月髄を作り始めたようだ。コロンビーナと異なり、ドットーレはテイワットから拒絶されていない。おまけに2つの月髄を手にしただけで私たち全員を上回る力を得た。3つ目の月髄が完成すれば ドットーレは3月の力を完全に掌握する。つまりバットの原初の力を手に入れることになるだろう。
Okay, I'm just kind of looking at what we just learned about. So apparently, yeah, it was earlier. The Hyperborean phantoms is where he got his knowledge of the moons. And knowing him, being the scientist and observant he is, he's going to take that knowledge, he's going to formulate his own marrow, making an artificial one since Columbina is in the other space somewhere, the moon gate somewhere. So, yeah. And with that, he can get the powers of the primordial powers that he would get through the 3 moon marrows. That is crazy, bro. Like, but honestly, I mean, like, I'm just trying to think of like a good sentence to describe this tension I'm feeling right now. I'm thinking, well, what would be that sentence? Like, I don't even know. I'm getting all kinds of feelings right now. This is crazy. I feel like a tightening. Honestly, I mean, the feeling I'm telling you right now, I just feel like a little tightening in the chest. Mm. Mm. This is crazy, man. All right. I was just kind of reading to make sure I got down what was going on again.
そんなことになったら。
ああ、彼の学習能力と野心はファデュイの中でも群を抜いている。ドットーレがどんな強行に及ぶかは誰にも予測できない。
参ったな。このままじゃ世界は破滅だ。
3月の力は時間と空間にも影響を及ぼすことができる。そのようなものがあの悪魔の手に渡れば、考えただけで身の毛がよだつ。
しかもすでに影響は出始めてる。ここに戻る途中、ナドクライの一部地域が正体不明のエネルギーに包まれててね。内部の様子も確認できない状態になってた。証拠はないけどドットーレの仕業だろう。ただその意図は謎だけど。
悪い出来事に直面するよりも必ず起こると知っていながら、それがいつ訪れるかわからないことの方がよほど心を疲弊させるものです。
ファディ執行官の博士はモンドでも幾度となく犯罪を繰り返してきた。俺たち騎士団のメンバー、いや元メンバーの親父さんも博士のせいで亡くなってる。
Oh, really now?
ドットーレ。奴の思想と行動は一般人はもちろんどの国にとっても危険だ。仲間にすら容赦なく手を下す男だからな。
Well, for him, it's the ends that justifies the means, you know.
存在しないのさ。信じてるのは自分だけ。
そして利益にしか興味がない。ドットーレの人間関係は全てが利得の上で。
Would you say he's comparable to Aizen?
執行官たちは各々の利益を追求して
Or not even just Aizen.
上皇陛下の慈悲により
The other guy
保有することも許されて
in the 1,000-year blood war, both, either one.
その慈悲も無尽蔵というわけではない。ドットーレのこと
Just thinking of characters in anime that kind of
はるかに超えたものだ。
have a similar kind of persona, if you know what I mean.
上皇陛下の進化としてこれほどの不忠と僭越があるだろうか。
the coldness, the that type of yeah. The deception, like all that kind of stuff. They're quite similar, yeah.
よりによってそんなやつに捕まるなんてダメだ、早く助けないと。お願いだ。
Especially Aizen, man. Especially Aizen.
必ず共に行く。だから今は冷静になってほしい。
気持ちはわかるが、相手はあのドットーレだ。軽はずみな行動は命取りになる。もっと情報が必要だ。
それに博士が研究所にまだいるとも限らない。助けに行くにしてもまずは旅人の居場所を突き止めないと。私が何とかしよう。
おいらも冷静にならなきゃってことは分かってるけど怖いんだ。もしあいつに何かあったら。旅人は強い。でも人間だ。怪我すれば血が出るし痛みだって感じる。
まずは作戦を立ててから動きましょう。じゃないと死にに行くようなものよ。
サンドローネ。
there you are.
サンドローネの嬢ちゃん、大丈夫だったのか？
荷物はそこに置いて気をつけてよ。見ての通り大事なものだけ回収して撤退してきたところよ。実験設計局がドットーレのエネルギー領域に飲み込まれてしまったの。
Oh man, crazy.
少し遅れてたら閉じ込められてたかもしれない。あのマッドサイエンティスト、本当に狂っているわ。いつも新しいものに目がくらんで猟奇的な行動をとって、しかもそれを認めようとしないんだから。
Full psycho.
泣きたいなら好きなだけ泣きなさい。
ごめん、うるさいって分かってるけど我慢できなくて。
パイも
思い切り泣くといいさ。恥ずかしがることなんてない。怖くてどうしようもない時はそうやって発散するのも大事だ。すっきりするからね。
この子が涙を流している間に大人の私たちはやるべきことをやりましょう。ちょっと手を見せてもらえる？
何か分かったのか？
プロニア、スキャンして。あなたも手を。
こんな状況であなたと握手することになるとは思いませんでした、お嬢さん。
あなたとあなたも。
Something about their hands, huh?
ドットーレのやつ、私たちに細工したみたい。研究所へ行った人全員に呪いのようなものが植え付けられているわ。
Crazy.
今のところ異常はありませんが、まだ効力を発揮していないということでしょうか。その目的と発動条件を解明する方法は？
おそらくドットーレが月神の力で作ったものね。ちょっと待って、今解析中だから。ドットーレ、
また悪質なものを作り出したようだ。
エネルギー構造を解析した途端、暗号文が頭の中に浮かび上がってきたわ。ファデュイの暗号規則に基づいて解読すると、こんなメッセージが出てきた。好きなだけ逃げるといい。あるいはNod-Kraiで死にたまえ。
俺たちを嘲笑ってるようだな。
ええ、あいつはそういうやつなのよ。しかも嘲笑うだけでは終わらないでしょうね。この暗号文にも呪いにも殺意や悪意は感じられなかった。つまり何の感情も持たずに平然とこんなことをやっているのよ。
ドットーレには人は誰しも死を恐れているように見えるのだろう。だからこそこのような脅しに効果があると思っているのかもしれない。
虫巣が走るね。しかも そんな奴に旅人が捕まってるなんて。
考えてみれば、ドットーレは昔から猟奇的で、興味を持ったものにはとことん執着していた。
ナドクライに来たばかりの頃、あいつはこう言っていたわ。この世界はあまりに退屈だ。ただ幸い、そそられるものもある。例えば、神や旅人がそうだ。ってね。あいつにとって、そういった存在は未知の開拓そのものであり、観察すべき対象なの。
ああ。旅人はテイワットの第四降臨者。その情報は執行官の間ですでに共有されている。ドットーレが手間をかけて捉えた以上、すぐには手にかけないだろう。
それでも早く助けないと。
そうね。それにドットーレの暗号文には何か意図が隠されているはず。逃げるよう促しているってことは、むしろ絶対にナドクライを離れちゃいけないってことよ。あいつの呪いはナドクライを離れた途端に発動するのかもしれない。
Oh,
みん
Durin.
な、エネルギー領域をいくつか見つけたよ。アルベドが今
Yeah,
そ
so
の
after this
結界の構造
dialogue,
を解析してる。
I'm gonna
僕は
start
先に戻
wrapping
って
up.
報告するようにって。博士が作り出した領域はゆっくりと広がってる。しかもそのスピードは最初より増してるみたい。もしかするとナドくらい全土を飲み込もうとしてるのかも。
まったくとんでもない野心だな。このままじゃナドくらいどころかテイワット全体に影響が及ぶ。
よりによってこんな大事な時にコロンビーナさんまで。あの方は本当に消えてしまったのだろうか。
彼女は自分で月の扉を開いて、レリルとソリンディスが足を踏み入れたあの謎の空間へと落ちた。残念だけど、最悪の事態も覚悟しておいた方がいいだろうね。
冗談じゃないわ。コロンビーナみたいな面倒な子がそう簡単に死ぬわけないでしょ。そんなの信じないわよ。
いずれにせよ、大きな戦いを前にしてこちらは要を2人も失ってしまいました。
旅人の手がかりを探さなければ、それにやらなければならないこともある。
ああ、ドットーレの行動が
We're gonna speed the dialogue a little bit.
住民の避難は必須だ。旅人の救助と避難誘導。
隣国の指導者たちに取り継いでくれる者がいれば助かるのだが、ナドくらいの人々には。
スネージナヤの方は私が最善を尽くそう。
旅人がいればもっと簡単に解決できたかもしれないけど。おいらも行くぜ。あいつと一緒にたくさんの人と知り合ってきたんだ。だってもしあいつがここにいたら。
Ah, I like how it makes that transition right there. So we're back to Columbina now.
またここに戻ってきた。私を引き戻したあの力はこの空間のものなのかな。あの記憶の中、期月の夜で私は現実に干渉したみたいだった。もしあの夜みんなに忠告できていたら。体が重い。あの空間に入るだけでそれでも前に進まないと。ここまた荒れ果てた状態。
All right. Well, that's gonna happen anyway, because once I leave, I'm gonna end up having to come back, so. Yeah, because even if I turn off and leave, I'm gonna end up having to come back here. So. Wow. Wow. One heck of a tension I have felt there. Yeah, probably, there are lots of different questions running through my mind. Probably address them later on. So, because I'm about to end right now. So, let's see. The only thing that's coming to mind right now is kind of funny because I got my little archive. Where's my Switch? All right, so as we can see up on the board here, I kind of like me just being funny. I'm just being funny like a detective. I'm doing this because I can. Because I can, dang it, I'm the detective. Of course I'm going to do this. This is the Irminsul case archive. This is my archive. I mean, at least what is stated as, or what is presumed to be fact, is one thing. The Three Moon Authorities. So Dottore wants all three. You know, he brought two of them in the lab. He's been here for a while. He didn't go to Snezhnaya. He didn't go. He didn't experiment as I wrote. No, he's been holed up. He's been working to try to get these Marrow powers. He was trying to get the authority of the Three Moons. And when you think about it, that kind of reflects on the older lore about the whole Three Moon thing. That's been around for quite a long time, even before the Heavenly Principles came about. Remember that story in 6.2 that revealed a lot of that lore detail. So this is definitely dealing with what's older. And I mean, you can agree. You could say if that's, I think we can agree that this is dealing with like what's been already existent in Teyvat is now available for someone to come on by like Dottore to try to grasp it. And it seems to me, what I find is really interesting how it says he wasn't rejected by Teyvat. Do you think that means he wasn't rejected by Celestia? Or are they just talking about, because they said Teyvat, but then Celestia is above Teyvat, and if Celestia is distant, perhaps maybe this also comes to the realization that because of the whole Descender stuff, Teyvat exists in its own self, and whoever comes, they can rule Teyvat however they want. So it seems like if I'm looking at this clearly, if we sum everything up with what we kind of understand about Teyvat, it's its own world, its own volition of power and existence. that when it came to beings like the Heavenly Principle, the Second Who Came, and all of them, they could choose to rule and do whatever they want on this plane of existence. But it's not like they are the reason for Teyvat's existence. Teyvat could still be around even if Celestial was gone. In a way. Just that the dragons would be around. But the dragons are gone because of the Heavenly Principles and all that. So it's almost like Teyvat is its own existing plane, its own world. Don't know if it has a god involved or anything. It just seems to be there, and then it's just beings come and take upon it. But the dragons, we know were there, but to begin with. I think there is lore about who created the dragon, who or what. Maybe there was a superior dragon, I'm not sure. But I got to get going. So at least now we know he wants to gain all 3 moon authorities. Yeah, the Phantom's gonna. But I think one of the questions was, I was like, is this the real him or is this segment? I think it's the real him. If it's a segment, I'm gonna be so dumb. I'm like, what? It's a segment? But we'll find out. But here's one thing. Part of his motive is getting the 3 moon authorities. That's for sure. Which means he gets more power. I don't know why that timer's there. Let me see if I can get that out of here. So that means he'll be able to obtain a power that's been around for quite a long time. Involving the 3 moon marrows. That's what he's going to gain. So, we'll put an end to this case for today. We'll just put it in the case file, case folder, and we'll just call it. All right. So, Aseo, thank you for stopping by. For anyone who's there watching, enjoying, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I'd like to see more of my case files. Tomorrow's case, I might have to delay because there's something going on with my external hard drive thing. So, I don't know, and my PlayStation, so I don't know what's wrong with the connection there. So I can get my file. I might change it or not stream tomorrow. I'll have to figure out what's going on. All right, folks. Peace. Take care. Have a good night.